Hi friends, welcome back to English class. Children, in last class we have done in grammar sentence and its kind. I hope you have learnt and done the given exercise in your notebook. So today we are going to start our next topic and the name is noun and its kind. I know you have learnt this chapter in your last classes, so you know very well about this topic. But this is a part of your 5th class syllabus also, so we'll revise and learn some new thing about this topic. So children, the very first question is, what is a noun? A noun is a name of a person, place, animal or a thing. In short, you can say nouns are naming words. Means the things, the person, the animal which we know by their name, that is called a noun. For example, you can see here a boy, a bag, a garden, a cat. So, boy is a name of person, cat is a name of an animal, garden is a name of place, and bag is a name of thing. So they all are the example of nouns. Now, what kinds of nouns are there? There are 5 kinds of nouns. Number 1, proper noun. Next, common noun. Number 3, collective noun. Number 4, material noun. And number 5, abstract noun. Children, first 4 nouns, proper, common, collective and material, they all 4 kinds of nouns are also called concrete noun. And why they are called concrete noun? Because we can see them, we can touch them. Like you can see your mother, you can touch your mother. So mother, you can see a dog, you can see a pen, you can see a place, hospital, a bus. So proper, common, collective and material noun are also called concrete noun. But the last is abstract noun. In detail, I'll tell you what is abstract noun. So first we'll learn what is proper noun. A proper noun is the particular name of a person or place. And you know children, proper noun always begins with capital letter. Whether it is in the beginning of a sentence, in the middle of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. But if it is a proper noun, you have to write this in capital letter. Now what is proper noun? Again revise. Proper noun is a particular name. Particular name. Like you can see the picture of a famous cricketer. But the name is Sachin Tendulkar. We know this person by the name Sachin Tendulkar. Can you call all the cricketers Sachin Tendulkar? No. So Sachin Tendulkar is a particular name of a person. So Sachin Tendulkar is a proper noun. Next example, you can see a picture of building. But we know this building with the name Taj Mahal. So Taj Mahal is a particular name of this building. So Taj Mahal is proper noun. Let's see the next example. This building you all know very well, and I know you are going to miss. You are missing this building. So what's the name of this building? Macrovision Academy. This is your school name. Now children, there are hundreds of schools in Burhanpur. But do you call them Macrovision Academy? No. So Macrovision Academy is a particular name of one school. So Macrovision Academy is a proper noun. And that's why whenever you write Macrovision Academy, so first letter of macro M, vision V, academy A, make always capital. Do you understand? Proper noun, particular name of a person or a thing. Here you can see another example. Suppose you are having a pet, a dog. So many people keep dog as a pet. But do you call your dog with some particular name? Like Tom, Jack, Tiger. So these names are called proper noun. Let's see another kind of noun, that is common noun. Now, common noun is the name of person, animal, thing or place, but in a group or in a class. When we talk about in general sense, in a whole group, so they are common noun. For example, teacher. Now there are many teachers. So when we call teacher, that is a common noun. But if you call your teacher Miss Meenu Pandit, so Miss Meenu Pandit will be common noun or a proper noun? Proper noun. But teacher will be common noun. Another example, tiger. So tiger refers to a whole group, whole class. So tiger is common noun. Building, park, school, common noun. Now let's revise again proper and common noun with the difference. What is difference? Let's see the example. Agra is a big city. Children, so here there are two nouns, Agra and city. So Agra is a particular name of one city. So that's why Agra is a proper noun and city is a name of place in general sense. There are many of the cities, thousands of cities, but all cities are not called Agra. So city, when we talk about city, we are talking about in general sense in a group. So that's why city is a common noun and Agra is a proper noun. Another example we take, Virat Kohli is a cricketer. Your favorite? Virat Kohli. So Virat Kohli is a proper noun because it is a particular name of one cricketer. And cricketer we talk about in a general sense. So cricketer is a common noun. Now let's learn another kind of noun, that is collective noun. A noun which stands for a collection of person, animal, birds or things as one unit, that is called collective noun. For example, a team. Children, do you play games in teams? But can you make a team with one player? No. So more than one player make a team. So team is a collection of a group of players. So when we talk about this particular word team, so that team will be a collective noun because it refers a group of players. Another example, a swarm of bees. If we talk about only bees, then bees will be a common noun. But swarm refers a group of bees, a collection of bees. So swarm will be collective noun. Or an army of soldiers. Can you make army with one soldier? No. When we talk about army, means a collection, a group of soldiers are there. So army is a collective noun. Now next kind is material noun. A noun that stands for the material or any substance of which things are made. That is called a material noun. For example, glass. You can say mirrors are made of glass. So material what we are using here? Glass. Wool, wood, furniture, table, chair, desk, cupboard, wardrobe are made of wood. So which material we are using? Wood. So wood is a collective noun. Sweaters, pullovers, they are made of wool. So wool is a material noun. So material noun means which we use to make things. Now another kind of noun is abstract noun. Children, as I earlier also told you that rest for proper noun, common noun, collective noun and material noun. These kinds of noun we can see and touch. That's why they are called concrete noun also. But here the last category is abstract noun. This particular kind of noun we cannot see, we cannot touch, only we can express or feel them. So a noun which refers to a feeling or an emotion or an idea, that noun is called an abstract noun. Now whenever you are hungry, so you feel hunger. So hunger is an abstract noun. You love your mama, you love your parents, you love your friends, you love your teachers love you. So that is an emotion. So the love is also abstract noun. Anger, you can see another example, anger. Okay, you can see angry face, but anger you can't see, that is only expressed. So anger is also an abstract noun. A noun which refers to a feeling or an idea or an emotion, that is called an abstract noun. That particular kind of noun we cannot see or we cannot touch. Now let's revise once again all kinds of noun with some more example. January. January is a particular name of one month. So that's why January is proper noun. Men. When we talk about men, we are talking about a whole community group. So man is a common noun. A flock of birds. So flock, here word flock shows the collection of birds, group of birds. So flock is collective noun. Rubber. Rubber is material noun which is used to make eraser. So eraser is a product, but the material is rubber. And the last category, beauty. Can you see beauty? Your mother is beautiful. Yes? So, but beauty we cannot see. So beauty is an abstract noun. So children, I hope you have learnt, you have revised the noun and its kind. Go through the video once again and keep on learning, keep on washing your hands, be healthy, be safe. Thank you and bye-bye.